Most rich guys' problem, most successful men's problem when it comes to relationships, comes to basically their lifestyle, is they work too much. It's just a stock standard reason. I work too much and they don't prioritize it. It's the prioritization of, okay, like I make money, or when they go socialize, they're always just thinking about making more money, or they think, what's the point in doing all this? And when it comes down to the reason is that the priority system is wrong. That's the first thing, where money, 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 money. And sometimes guys think, those guys think, I make more money, I get more access, I get more girls, and I find my wife, I find a loving girl, I find all these different things. And while that may be true for some, it's not true for all. Because a lot of time what happens is you lead with that. You don't develop a personality, because unfortunately you can't buy a personality. There's no magical pill of like, here, buy this. Oh, I'm this charismatic individual that can talk to anybody. That comes through, that's cultivated through a lot of social exposure. And so when they go, I don't want to be here, I don't want to socialize, they deprioritize it. And then they struggle when they don't have someone they can share all the money with. They don't have someone that they can share their lifestyle with. And they're alone, and they end up reverting to maybe, some illicit, activities, or they end up, getting hookers or escorts or any of those kind of things. And that's where they try to fill that void, and they come to a clash of which way do I go? And that's why a lot of people come to me, which is, the first thing is the prioritization that socializing will help your business, socialization will help your personality, and it will be a thing that is almost needs to be required as a non-negotiable. I'm out here in Bali, and one of the big things is that every day we do something social. So whether it's the afternoon, whether it's the nighttime, that can be paddle, that can be tennis, that can be going to the gym, that can be going for dinner, that can be doing a fitness activity, watching the sunset, something every day. So the very first thing that a successful guy can do, if he's not doing it, just working 24/7, is block out a chunk of time to socialize, to hit up as many people as you can, to hang out. And even at the start, no one's going to say yes, because you haven't built out this social capital with anybody. No one's gonna hang out with you. No one is, because you don't have the list. You don't have these people that are used to you going out. And so people are going to think it's weird, think it's unusual for you, because all they know is you is work, 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 work. And that's the first phase that you have to get through, because a lot of these entrepreneurs, a lot of these successful guys get that slight bit of rejection, and they're not used to it in their business. Their business is win, 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 win. If we don't win and we don't succeed at this one task, how do we actually win at this? And then I tell them okay, you got to do social. And within a week, they're complaining, moaning, it doesn't work like this. And it's like, well, you've only tried it for a week. And this is a thing that you used to do back in the day when you weren't successful. You had years of grinding, and then it worked. And then you got into the habit of everything you touched turned to gold. And this is the opposite, because you don't have that momentum, you don't have the experience, you don't have those reference experiences. It's going to take a little while, and you're going to suck at it from the start. So, again, prioritization system needs to be increased. That's number one. Number two, accepting that you're going to suck. You're going to have no one to hang out with. You're not going to be able to have this momentum of everyone you call to at your beck and call just comes, like your employees, where they just drop everything and do what you say. In social aspects, it's more of an energetic principle, not governed by, I pay you, you listen to me. That doesn't work in energetic principles, in friendships, in relationships. That's the second thing that you have to understand, that the dynamic of the relationships are different. And if you come in there with the mindset, with the entrepreneurial mindset, the business owner mindset, the investor mindset, you're going to be very much disappointed, and you're going to get frustrated. And that's what we can't have you do, is get frustrated, because when you get frustrated in your business stuff, you usually pay someone, or you try to get them to fix it, and then you might end up dropping it. But this is some aspect of your life that you can't drop. This is a very important aspect that you need to take on and take consideration for, being like, okay, this is going to help me not now, but in a year's time, in 2 years' time, in 20 years' time, heck, I want you to be the most popular person in the nursing home. Hopefully it's a nice nursing home that your kids send you to. Because just like this beautiful hammocks that we have here, you're going to find that life is much more fun when you've got someone to share it with. And I think a lot of people, they neglect that because they either feel, oh, well, it's not for me. Maybe I'm not cut out for it. Maybe, I will eventually, or the princess will eventually find me. And they usually have that delusional mindset for a little while. Or maybe they're like, I'll never settle down, I'll settle down later. And that's totally fine as well. But they don't improve their ability to be able to go get the relationship of their dreams. And that's where it comes down to rule number 3, which is like, that's where basically the third phase of it happens, where you just assume that you have these skills. You're like, oh, I'll figure it out, because you figured everything else out in your business, and you don't have them. And that's where it gets a little scary, because you then rationalize and go, I'll figure it out. And the figure it out will turn into figure it out, years turn, months turn into years turn into, and it's like, if not now, when? When are you going to change this? When you hit 40, when you hit a certain monetary value, when you handle this aspect of your life, another thing just comes up, another thing after another thing after another thing, and then you just get bogged down with all these things, and you never really get to handle it. My advice to you is quite simple. You now know the 3 areas where people tend to rationalize, their brain kind of tricks them, and they don't end up getting the thing that they want. They become bitter, resentful, and an old man, and it's just this system, it's that system, and that's why I don't want you to have. And so it's the idea that you have to go, okay, this is an area where right now I'm deprioritizing it. Right now I think I can get the skills just like that. I can just absolutely, but I know after watching this video that ain't the case. I need to actually work on some specific areas to be able to handle this. And this is not something that you just buy. As I said, you don't buy a personality. It's something that you cultivate. And you probably have a good personality. It's just that we have to expand your personality, make it more attractive, make it more desirable, make it something a bit more authentic to you. And that's where you got to sit down and kind of build out a 1-page. And I'll attach a 1-pager below for free that you can go and cultivate. But what you have to understand is that you have to kind of write down why you're deprioritizing this, why you think that it does not matter, and kind of get into your psychology about it. And this is why we have to do, it's either called a reticular activation flip, or you're basically doing a reframe of your mind. And that's reframing it from one area to another, where it's kind of like if you had a money barrier, if you had a barrier in work, and they were able to kind of flip you and almost hypnotize you to think about it a different way. So this is about reframing your mindset, reframing your personality, reframing who you are as a person. And I think this is going to be something critical and very important for you to do. And if you do this well, you'll find that you will change, and you will start to take this a bit more seriously, and you'll notice a bit of a difference as the leaves are falling. You'll notice a difference, because the connections that you have, the people that you have in life are very, very important. And they make the most, your whole life is much better when you are experiencing with somebody else. We're experiencing it with the right types of friends, experiencing it and having these opportunities that you wouldn't have had if you didn't have these people around you. See, the opportunities are created by the people, a lot less to do with the circumstances. And so I always think people make the opportunities. People make the opportunities. You got to drill that in. People make the opportunities in my life. So get around the right types of people, and you'll find that these opportunities will come out of nowhere. It's like God has blessed you, and it's because of the people that you have around you. And again, I would say go download the free document, and you'll find that you'll completely change your mindset around this area and start to prioritize it a lot more. And if you want some one-on-one coaching and you want to learn from me, all you got to do is click the link below, and I'll take you to the page where you can learn more from me. All right, guys, arrivederci from Bali. I'll see you in the next video.